markers. I will also provide a stack of position cards and a stack of connected cards. So after the timer is up, each team presents their list of logical statements, and points are rewarded according to each valid logical statements are equivalent to 1 point, and using each type of logical connective at least once has bonus 2 points. So the team with the most winning points, wins. Okay, let's start our motivational activity here. Can we have the ready? So I'll give you 3 minutes to finish the game. So now, our topic for today is all about mathematical logic, which conquers the propositional logic. So before we dive into the main discussion, let's have our learning outcomes. So at the end of the lesson, 80% of the students will be able to define what is proposition, shows the ability for constructing a truth table, and lastly, distinguish the operation with a higher precedence. So, what is logic with the I? Anyone? Okay, wala. So ako na lang. So logic is the study of reasoning and argumentation. It involves analyzing and evaluating arguments to determine their validity and soundness. So, logic also provides a framework for distinguishing good reasoning from bad reasoning by following specific principles and rules. So now let's proceed to the main discussion or the main event or the exciting part, which is the propositional logic. So before anything else, let's define what is proposition. So proposition is a declarative sentence that is either true or false, but not true or false. So it is usually represented by small letter P, Q, and R. So what is truth value? So anyone, what is truth value? Hillary? Okay, so truth value is the value of a position then it rains today. Or the fire truck spills on the road. Asa na diha napita ang proposition? Okay, isa. Wala? Sige. So, ang proposition diha, ato ibutang si P, kay the road is wet. Then, ang sunod ng proposition, kay it rains today. Ang last proposition, kay the fire truck spills on the road. So, mangutanan mo, usa may katagamin ni if diha, ni then diha, or ni or diha. So, the next slide, may bawalan natin kung sa iyong mga clip. Tara, symbol. So, PQR stands for proposition. Then, kanang word arrow diha nga padumagaw stands for conjunctive proposition and it is read as and or but. Then, sa kanan dira, kanan number 3, it is a disjunctive proposition or it is read as or. Then, kanang arrow nga padung diha kilid. So, mo na siya ang conditional proposition or implication. So, basahan na siya as, if, then. Then, nanuduha na ang araw, isig araw na pag-udrik pikas, then dito pikas. So, tawag na niya is by conditional proposition, if and only if. Then, ganun tell nila, sama na siya. It is not. Operator precedence. So, operands are associated with the operator with higher precedence. So, building has the highest precedent of and has the highest precedent of or. Then or has the highest precedent of if then. Then if then has the highest precedent of if and only if. Para masabtan na to, dapat dire, kung natin hierarchy of needs, dapat tayo hierarchy of logical connectives. So, si penalty man has the highest precedence of and. So, highest precedence of and. Then si and may highest precedence of or. Then, si or na may highest precedence siya saka if then. Then si if then, mo ay highest precedence kang if and only if. So basically, si if and only if ang pinaka lowest na precedence. Sabtan na? Okay, very good. So, una ako dali. P and Q Q is false. Mag-both true na ang iyang value kung both proposition is the same. For example, both value of proposition P and Q is true. So, unsa man ang value sa F, P, then Q? Yes, correct, true. Kung both truth value of P and Q is false, what will be its truth value of P and Q? Yes, true. Very good. So what is biconditional? So the biconditional of propositions P and Q is denoted P if Q or P if Q, which was read as P if and only if Q, and is defined through its truth table. So the propositions P and Q are the components of the biconditional. So remember, biconditional statement is only true if both statements have the same truth value. Yes, so same siya sa implication or conditional. Ang iyahang truth value. Kung si P, ang truth value ni proposition P is true, then ang truth value ni proposition Q is false, what would be its truth value? False ba? True ba? Saan yun? So the truth value will be false. So hinagduman na to Fermi, biconditional statement is only true if both statements have the same truth value. Bahalag false na silang duha, true na silang duha, basta automatic ang answer basta the same gamit siya niya, biconditional ang gamit, ang iyang truth value in anak ay true. Wala to? Sabot ka ang tanan? Yes. So now, let me ask you these questions. So, what is proposition, Gani? Yes, Miss Arcolio, what is proposition? Yes, very good. So proposition is the declarative statements that either both proposition has a truth value of true or false. So what are the truth value of a proposition? Yes, true and false. So also man jud nga logical connective ang naay pinaka-high nga precedence. Okay, na ako din dito. Atong katawag tutupunan. Okay. It is healthy or not. So karon kabaw mo jud kung kaybaw mo. Kindly study for about 5 minutes and I will give you a short evaluation of what you have learned today. Okay, understand? Yes, okay. Give you 5 minutes to study for our evaluation. Okay, time's up. Kindly get 1/2 crosswise and answer these following questions. Wala? Okay. Number 1. So what do you call the collective of the proposition P that is denoted by not P, which is read as not P? Okay, can we answer that following questions? That's number 2. Let's proceed to number 3. Kita na? Yes, okay. So what number are we now? 4, 5, 8. Done? Okay. So for test 2, 10.